Hello, my name's Dan Lewis and I'm a specialist in emergency and critical care at Vets Now. I'd like to welcome you to this tour of our emergency and specialty hospital in Glasgow. When clients and patients come into the hospital, they are met by our reception staff. Here, there is a dog waiting area and a separate cat area. There are 6 consultation rooms, and 3 of these provide access to the main treatment area, so patients considered to be critically ill can receive immediate treatment. The ground floor is predominantly for emergency and out-of-hours cases. It's home to a critical treatment area, general treatment area, and intensive care unit. There's also an isolation unit, separate dog and cat wards, and an out-of-hours surgery prep area and theatre. The ICU is the hub of the hospital and is closely monitored by our dedicated intensive care nurses. Emergency and critical care residents and specialists are always on hand for any potential emergency situations. Inside is an array of equipment to deliver drugs and fluids and to monitor critically ill patients' vital signs. Next is the isolation unit, which has its own separate entrance and is used to house patients with potentially contagious diseases. At the far end of the floor is a CT scanner, which is well used by all the disciplines in the hospital. The hospital pharmacy also sits on this floor. It stocks a range of drugs and consumables and is home to our tox box, which contains drugs used in the emergency treatment of poisoning, such as antivenom for adderbites. Canine and feline blood supplies are also stored here. The first floor is for referral patients and is the main hub for our referral clinicians and specialists in areas such as internal medicine, oncology, diagnostic imaging, orthopedics, and soft tissue surgery. It is also home to our interventional radiology service, which allows procedures to be carried out in a minimally invasive way with the guidance of fluoroscopy. In the centre of this floor is the prep area, where patients are received and worked up for treatments. Off this are 6 rooms, including a laboratory for in-house tests such as blood gas analysis and coagulation times, a canine recovery room and a feline recovery room. There is also an oncology treatment and prep area which contains a fume hood and a private room for patients undergoing chemotherapy. Next to this is diagnostic imaging, which houses a large ultrasound machine, and also an endoscopy room, which contains equipment to investigate gastrointestinal, airway, or urinary problems endoscopically. At the other end of the first floor is the theatre suite. This contains 3 theatres, an X-ray room, and a dedicated prep area. All the patients in the hospital are registered on our workflow optimization system. This is high-tech software that allows us to manage cases effectively and efficiently without the need for paper. As you can see, the main areas of the hospital are almost entirely open plan. It was designed in this way to promote teamwork and to ensure clinical staff can see when a colleague needs assistance. On the top floor are our offices, staff room, shower rooms, and a conference room. The offices are mainly used by hospital management, senior clinical staff, and administration staff, while the conference room regularly plays hosts to CPD evenings delivered by our specialists and referral clinicians. Our emergency and specialty hospital in Glasgow is one of the most advanced facilities of its kind in the UK. Our clinical team accept referrals from practices across Scotland and the north of England. Staff are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to discuss cases over the phone without any obligation to refer. Everyone who works for Vets Now is incredibly proud of the work we do here.